What's up, everybody? This is Phil Rogacki.
And I'm Jared Abergina.
You're listening to Two Tree Guys Podcast.
What's up, everybody? Phil Rogacki here with an episode of Two Tree Guys. These guys.
You can't beat that!
That was a good one. All right, we're bringing you an episode of Two Tree Guys at the Academy 2023 Summit Meeting. If you guys have never tuned in to the show before, we don't do shows like the one you're about to listen to. You may never even hear it. We might not even put it on there, but if you do, and you like it, you get something out of it, we have a fee. You can send us money, but you don't have to. All we ask is for you to post it, share it, if you learned something, if you got something out of it for this. So we're here at the Academy in Santa Rosa, California, with some of the industry badasses that just went through a whole day. Got to watch some training today, which was super awesome. Got to hear about the future of the Academy, the growth, the past, present, future of what we're going to be doing. And we just set up a little fire for everybody here on the stage. We've been shooting the shit for the last hour getting this set up. But we're here today, and we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the future of the Academy. So what I'll do is let's just go around a circle, and each person just say your name and where you're from. We'll start with you, Dylan.
All right. Dylan, I'm from Kentucky, California, right here near Santa Rosa. Been in the industry about 11 years.
I'm Joe out of Loveland, Colorado, and in the industry about 11 years.
I'm Tanner from Plainwood, Virginia. Been in the industry about 6 years.
I'm Tommy. I've been in the industry for 4 years now with Monster Pre-Service in South Carolina.
Jared Abergina from Walnut Creek, California. Been in the industry my entire life and been climbing trees for about 30 years.
How are you guys all fun and goof around? How you guys sit like you're in the middle of church? What the hell? You're shitting your pants, taking your shirt off, and freaking toes grabbing me on my ear. Now you guys are sitting here when the camera started rolling. It's live. Like you're so an audience now. Oh my gosh.
You know, you're professional.
Yeah. So long as I hold the light switch.
Decency. There is a
We are uniform.
David O'Neill from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Been in the industry 8 years.
Aiden Harum. Been in the industry for 12 years. From Loveland, Colorado.
Matthew Meckley from south side of Chicago. I reside in Nevada City, and I got 11 years of experience.
Oh, sorry.
My name is Alex Condon, and I've got about 15 years of experience. I'm from Auburn, California.
Justin Moorjohn, about a decade of experience in the tree industry, Davis, California.
And as Jared always says before he starts teaching, I don't need no introduction. And Phil.
Oh.
He always says that. I don't need to introduce myself.
No, not like that. It's more like I want to.
Man, so let's start breaking down today. You know, this is our first summit that we've had. We've been going at this here for the last 3 years at the Academy, just kind of duct tape, bubble gum, all working full-time jobs while also at the same time trying to build something here that we believe in and we're passionate about, and to bring everybody in from Colorado and around the state to come in and be with us and to kind of talk about the future here. It was really cool to come together as a team. What are some of the things that we talked about today that you guys got out of it, or some just other talking points that you guys thought of after we kind of ended the session today? Tanner, you got emotional today on some stuff.
I mean, we just gotta give back to each other,
Yeah.
man. That's all it is.
But it hits you harder than anybody here.
I'd say the thing I took away was how to structure your curriculum or your talk that you're giving to engage the audience, you know, asking questions and whatnot. So, you know, it helps us be able to reach out and give you the information that you guys need easier. You know, definitely time management. I appreciate. And you know, it's a big thing.
You got a lot more talking points.
Yeah, it's a big thing. You know, I gotta focus on for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give back as much as you can. We'll give it in return.
Absolutely. Oh, we got Chris Quall joined the team. There's Chris out here, everybody. He's in the live studio. Just making sure we look all right.
Just doing a little reverberation in our views up.
Man. So the future of the academy, some of the things we were talking about today, what are some of the most exciting things that you guys are seeing or excited to be a part of?
All of it.
Yeah, I think the camaraderie and the pursuit that everyone here has to give back, like Taylor was just saying, and give back to the industry that's given us a lot and brought us to where we want to be and what we love doing. I think that was the biggest thing I took away from today.
Yeah.
Going forward, like seeing the team that Academy's built, it's really inspiring. Individually, I think all of us today said something to the effect that this just makes us want to be better and give back to the community even more. And it's been awesome hearing everybody's different talks and different styles of teaching. I think we all have our own strengths and weaknesses, and it's been really cool just to see the passion that everybody's pursuing this with. So,
It's a lot of dedication. You know, it's one thing that I see, and I said that earlier. You know, you guys are dedicated to your growth, you know, personal and business wise. And I think that's the reason you guys are here too. You know, we can't forget about that. We want to be better. You guys want to be better. You guys want to grow. You want to, you know, be someplace higher than you are today, right? And I think that's part of being dedicated to show up here and take time, and you know, for what reason?
It is. I mean, it's. I think it's hard to juggle. I mean, two different jobs, you know, and then to have this too, and passion about teaching and training and things like that. How do you guys see yourself, or how do you guys kind of juggle this with training and also full-time work that you guys are doing?
On you have two M's.
Two toes.
well, having toe dexterity.
Let's see
It is very important.
Let's hold them out. Let's see them. Let's go. Yeah. Show us that. There we go. Look at you. Turn the propane up. Oh my God!
I told you I was grabbing your ear with this one.
That's like a monkey's
Better make it
Yeah, but see, that's what
grab
that
that
means is I'm more able to climb trees because I can feel. I have neural
Because
dexterity
you have to break
with my
half the
toes.
branches with your toes.
You started doing that for your own.
You do Batman.
Second income, baby. Monkey toes.
I'd say
Follow me.
I think the biggest thing is, you know, all of us as trainers, I think a lot of us still do production work. And for me, I feel like you really can't be a trainer unless you've done the production work, you've done the gnarly stuff, you've been in the shit. So you can elaborate and go through every situation you've been through, because a lot of the people you're trying to teach are going to come across those. And, you know, it pushes them to, you know, elevate their skill set and, you know, make a better tree worker out of them, you know?
Yep. What?
Crazy.
You know
I feel like we've probably all been in situations that felt really unsafe, but we were in we had to get the work done. So we try to make the best assessment, and us being through a lot of those situations, we don't want other people that to find themselves in that situation and not know what to do. So giving back in that way, you can avoid those situations. That's my
You
take.
can't avoid it, but you can make
Calculated decision about it, yeah.
I thought about why make that decision.
What was you gonna add?
Yeah, Andy fucking stole it, so.
We're all on the same page.
My bad.
And also too, this is a podcast, guys. This is not a job interview where I'm interviewing you guys or anything like that. So speak freely on anything.
I mean, I would say as working as a trainer and in production, I think it goes hand in hand. And not like Matt was saying, like you got to be in production to experience that to be able to transfer to being a trainer. But being a trainer and being in production, you also get to give back in two ways.
Yeah.
You can give back to people on the crews because you understand how to deliver a message to them. And then you can take that experience you're still getting to feel and get back as a trainer.
Yeah.
And so I think it just goes hand in hand.
And actually, I was gonna ask Jared this. Do you feel like you're not out in the field doing production as much? Hard acquisition. I'm just asking. What I'm asking is like this is something that I think all of us have come to realize, and it's something that came up several times today. Is like I'm at the age where I know I'm not going to, as a contract climber, I'm working hard in production the majority of my time, right? As we all agree, it takes a toll on your body, and you're not going to be able to maintain that. A lot of us love what we do, but we know that we're getting to a point either we have injuries or we just can't maintain that same level of energy all the time. But working our way into something else that still gives back and we're still involved in what we're doing, that's why I love doing this. I love teaching, but it keeps me involved in the industry in a different way, and I'm giving back to what I have had so much enjoyment and grown so much. So my question to you would be, not being out in the field all the time, not being able to like go from production to training, or mostly production to training, back and forth like that. Do you feel like you're able to stay, your teeth are still sharp? Is that
Yeah,
like,
no,
you know what I mean?
that's a great question, and this is something I struggle with a lot. Believe me, I still love the production side. I still love the work. It's hard to step away. That's the decision I had made. Throughout the years of kind of weaning off of that. For myself, personally, build and grow what we're doing. I cannot be in production. Can't be in the field ever.
Right.
Now, of course, it's hard to even be a trainer at that point, of being able to keep up to what it takes to build something like this. So you make the sacrifice, and whatever that sacrifice is for you. Mine wasn't about my body, me being able to physically do it. I love climbing. I love doing that, but I'm not able to build, grow, and give to a team the attention that's needed if I continue to do that myself. So I made the choice to grow in this direction. Yeah, absolutely.
It's a sacrifice.
Very, very different.
Right.
It's very hard. But it is sacrifice. Everything that you know that you stand for, and what you recognize as, gone at that night.
Is that what it feels like to you? It's not gone like
I sit
that.
behind a computer most of the day.
You still spend.
It's no. It's I think, can I go back and say, are my teeth still sharp? No, I'm off in lots of places with climbing and cutting, and I don't pick up chainsaw for X amount of time. It goes.
But it's a sacrifice, like you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, I missed my first cut well, not that, but like within training. In training, it was embarrassing. Like in training, I never missed a cut, and I've always been spot on and make good cuts.
So was where was this at?
Yeah, I missed my first cut at Arborfest in North Carolina. Yeah, it was embarrassing. Like when be off like that, I'd blame that on not being out there all the time and pick those cuts before. Yeah. But, it was humbling. You get over it, you move on, I'm human. I take it and you laugh about it. And what do I do? What a thing. Can't cry about it for 300 people. 400, so a lot of people go, you just own it.
I would say though there is a flip side, because when you're in production all the time, you can become kind of insulated, and you're just doing the same thing over and over again because that's what works, and you just see what you do and what your team does, and you're not necessarily exposed to a lot of other techniques. You might not be seeing the evolution of the industry very well because you can end up kind of isolated, especially when you're super busy. There's no time. So unless you're actively going to competitions and trainings and exposing yourself to the greater, seeing what's going on over the years, you can get a little bit out of touch, especially if you work on a small crew. So as a trainer too, we get to see these other ideas floating around, the new equipment coming out, and we might be not quite as fast anymore if you put us in production, but on the other hand, we do get to see a pretty big perspective of what is going on in the industry and keep our fingers on the pulse a little bit. Yeah.
I think that's a good perspective, Jeff. Oh yeah,
I would say the same thing.
it's a balancing act, right? Like
Me as a doctor.
you gotta make time to do those jobs and then get out there, stand in the field, but also punch.
And they say if you want to learn something, teach it. Yeah. So even if you're in production, if you're a crew lead or something, use that opportunity to, if you're trying to learn something better, if you have to teach it to your crew, well, I guarantee you're gonna learn it because you don't want to look like a fool from your crew, right?
Okay, you want to take it a step further. We're really, working with Bob for quite a while now is, writing your own agendas and curriculum. You want to learn something inside out, and it doesn't take long. You just take your brain and throw it up on a piece of paper and there's steps to organize it. Bob can help you guys out with some of that. But you do something like that on a small scale, and you take that and turn it into something that you can apply, you'll never forget it because you thought it, you wrote it, you implemented it, and researched it, right? And that's the only reason I know my stuff inside out, because it was in my brain. Now, it's hard to take that and put that into your guys' brain, but the more we work on this together and you guys have your input on it, helps it build and grow, then it becomes yours as well, and then you're speaking it like from head, and you're not trying to remember what's on a piece of paper that came from my head years ago. Shouldn't be the thing.
I think oftentimes, I was going to say it, oftentimes we get stuck in production confinement, especially if you own a business. You spend so much time worrying about making money, getting deadlines. Your climbing suffers, I think. And for me, not climbing as much production climbing this last year, teaching, when I do climb, I have a better time doing it. I'm happier. And I'm a lot more careful with how I do it because now I'm teaching it. Now I'm trying to pass on something and actually elevate the standard. For me to go out there to be a jackass, I couldn't do that. And I find myself doing something to stop myself and I do a better job. So there is the opposite side of, you keep your feet sharp, or how you're saying it. And I definitely noticed that coming back from injuries and things over the years. But at this point, being an instructor, being given this beautiful opportunity, I do better when I'm out there production climbing. I help do as much of it as I want, but when I do it, I feel a lot better doing it. So, it's elevated my standard of how we like that consumers look at. It's like,
I think a lot of some of the valuable takeaways I found from today were about just the learning styles and management styles and time management and just the the training end of training as opposed to like the skills-based end of it. That's something I know that I'm working a lot on improving with myself, and I think that it's the neuroplasticity speech speech that Bob gave us earlier, referencing Dr. Andrew Huberman, was very interesting. And just kind of how to delve into the way that we learn and how to make that work to our and like how to use their tools to our advantage as opposed to like working at odds with the way that we work.
Yeah. Well, I think the end goal to that as well is like having hand in mind is again, everyone here is, what I admire is everyone's just selfless. We are all here just trying to give back to the industry and to be better for everyone on the other end of that camera wheel count. That's what it's really about. So hearing everyone's just, yes, their drive and their passion, but just the selflessness of literally just wanting to give back is one of the coolest things out there. So it's definitely for you guys, it's a kind of a pioneering this, really sacrificing, working full-time jobs, taking the time to come here, taking off a Thursday and a Friday to get here, to be able to do this, but you paving the way for the future of this. This grows, and we go to multiple states, and we can create this as a full-time jobs for individuals 20 years from now to see, 40 to 50 academies across the United States and in multiple different countries, and 5 to 10 to 15 people working full-time in each one. I mean, you might create jobs for 1,000 to 1,500 people out there in the future that have kind of an end game, that as Chris was saying, if you're not getting management or starting your own company, your body only can take so much. So this is awesome to see this and see you guys right here, and your fruits of your labor you'll see down the road, as time goes on.
On that time in thing, I want to just give a quick shout out to Jared and Phil and Bob on all the fronts y'all are working on this stuff on. I mean, they've got, in addition to the stuff that we're involved in, there's a lot of stuff that will be soon to be announced to the public, but there's a lot of angles they're really approaching this, endeavor of elevating
the time
the
that they've
standard.
taken to do all this is, that's pure dedication. Like, none of us would be here if it wasn't for these three, organizing this. And I think I'm super thankful to be here. Everybody else,
Absolutely.
yeah, it's an honor to be here, and we're all stoked about the future.
It's admirable how passionate you are to give back this much of your time to the industry in multiple facets, not just the podcast, the academy, all the facets you guys, like you're saying, all the facets you guys put your time into. It's admirable. It inspires us to want to do that as well and give back, right? You're an inspiration.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Ultimately, normally when we clap.
Yeah. Give them a round of applause.
As much as I like to say it's all selfishness, this is a lot of freaking fun. I mean, giving back, doing all that, yes, but at the same time, designing, building, creating something, having all the haters out there to be like, ain't gonna work, we tried that before, nobody needs that, we got PCIA, we got the booklets, we got the videos on YouTube, and they'd be like, fuck you guys, and to be able to create something, build something, and Arturo's on here, and he was a gentleman I was showing you from Mowbray's. We were talking about you today, Arturo, and coming in and staying in that thing. I mean, it was so freaking cold. You told me we woke up at 4:30 in the morning, and I'm up, I'm like, am I late? Why is everybody up? They were in their trucks, cars running, because they couldn't sleep because it got down to 30 degrees in there. And then we brought all these little propane heaters. Well, first we tried to plug in some electric in there and run heaters, and it kept popping the circuits, and we had to go buy propane heaters.
Did you make bags for them?
No, they brought their own sleeping bags.
What?
Yes.
A bunch of Californians?
It was cold, but we got all these little propane heaters. We spent like $800 and put all these propane heaters in there. And, oh man, let me tell you, by the end of that week, those dudes were beat up, weren't they? They were tired. But they were there.
But they were so dedicated.
Everybody came together.
They came together. It was amazing to watch that transformation during that weekend, man. That changed my life and my career right there. That, the end of that weekend, what you guys were talking about, I teared up. Because I remember that. I remember
You were
grown men. Yeah, I was here for that. And
It wasn't in
That
our
bad.
class, it wasn't that bad.
No, I remember, like, some people are really expressing how much it meant to them.
Yeah.
Like that, seeing grown men get that emotional and realizing that this isn't something like, if I had been on that end before I got to know this stuff, and this was given to me, what that would have meant to me, it's like, man, I want to be able to keep giving that to people. I want to learn how to deliver this better and better, and just ignite that spark in people. That ignited the spark in me.
And you did. You said it right. It wasn't the people sitting in the room that got everything. It was also the people up on the stage. And you know, you got a lot from that to go, wow. I mean, I affected 25 lives here, you know, by things I was teaching. Man, to do more of that, how do we do it at a bigger scale from that? So it was, everybody got something out of it. I remember we did a little sit rep, and we're all sitting in here. We're freaking exhausted. I mean, we were just working around the clock and on this thing, and weeks before, and then it was all done. It was just that feeling you had of satisfaction. You were so satisfied that you accomplished something, and it was a success. And everybody came, and everybody got something out of it. It was the best feeling, absolute best feeling. And how do you continue that? Not just here, but everywhere. How does everybody get over? Just keep doing it. Keep
You
doing
know,
it.
if you guys would sit on some of the conversations that Phil and I talk a lot, you get a morning calls, and being able to have somebody like that, I think is pretty awesome. Just no judgment, full wide open ideas. A lot of the stuff that we have is just, some ideas stick, some don't. Just get out and get it all out. Get it out of your head, get it out of your system, and then sometimes you laugh about stupid shit that we talk about. Okay, ain't that one? But I'm like, that's a good idea. Not now. That's a good one, but what about this? And be able to have somebody like that. That's basically how we build everything. And you should do what? Dream it up, and poke away at it. Just go. So, I think for everybody listening and everybody sitting there, don't let those ideas and those passions, those drives that kind of nudge at you, don't want to fall to the wayside or just sit there and nag it. Do it. Find somebody that you can work with, talk with, and make some of those dreams come true. Bill's really said from the beginning. What's that saying? You want to lie on your deathbed.
When you're laying in your deathbed and you're sitting there, it's not the things you regret won't be the things that you did in life. It'll be the things you did not do in life. Get out from that. I mean, think of all the stupid shit you did in life that you regret. Like, you'll be on your deathbed, you don't even think of that. You just want to go, should have done it. Should have went for it. Should have called. I should have opened that door. I should have drove there. Like, I should have done these things that are in my mind. And all of you guys have those thoughts right now. Man, I want to go for this. I want to do it, but I'm scared. I don't know. It's taking a big risk, and I don't know if I can take a risk. Do it. Freaking do it. What do you got to lose? Yeah, you can get all that. You can get all that. You can get it probably 10 times faster than what you got it before. That's for sure. Don't go for it.
Well, I gotta say on that note, one of the biggest issues I do have is public speaking. And I like the idea, Jared, of take 5 minutes, do a speech in front of your kids on camera. My kids will be critical as hell just because they're my kids and a bunch of smart asses. It would be just like doing it in front of you guys, so that's
I'm glad we're part of the fam then, I guess.
Isn't that what this is all about? This is supposed to be a family and make it a bigger family. So, yeah, it was a good analogy. Yeah, do it in front of my kids. You don't know my fucking kids.
Dad, you're...
My 6-year-old will give me more shit than anything. I mean, he's an awesome little guy. But
He's honest.
Blake,
Yes,
oh, man.
there's no
No,
pure
no
honesty.
lie told.
No lying.
Having everybody here and being trainers, being in the industry as long as you guys have, I just want to go around the circle and just give everybody out there in the world, like I always say, it's tips from the top, some wisdom that you can share. And these things, this goes out to the university. You guys driving, you guys listening to this, you guys going to work, you guys waking up in the morning, listening to the show, fans, the millions around the world, you have something that shares that's going to go out there. And like we talked about today, you never know what you say that can change the direction 1 degree of somebody's life and change it forever for that, and just by some words that you said it. So I just kind of want to go around in a circle and give some quick wisdom to everybody. You don't have to talk long, just something you can share with them, and we'll go around and we'll end this thing for everybody for that. So we'll start with you, Dylan.
The biggest thing I can say is there's always gonna be ups and downs. Stick with it. Just stick with it. Find your passion. And you start to feel like it's getting dry, or it's like, you've been doing this a while, or you just new and you don't feel like you're in the right place. Stick with it. Reach out. Find another avenue. There's a lot of people in this industry that are willing to give back. Not just us here. There's a lot of good people in this industry. Stick with it and reach out.
Awesome.
I'd say mostly just whether you want to climb trees and do what we do, or whether you're passionate something else, whatever it is you're into in life, just give it your all. I mean, what do you have to lose?
Dan?
Just, your failure is the only way to success. The only thing I can tell everyone out there is just don't be afraid to make a change. We don't take that step, nothing's ever going to happen. We expect in the same old place.
Yeah, I would say, staying humble is the key. If you think you're the end all be all, or you've reached the ceiling of your potential, then and you really truly have. And being humble and saying that there are tons of other guys and avenues to learn from. That is the ticket to honest success within, and then also giving that back. So being humble was key.
We'll go back down to when I was a kid. No. Nothing's free, so don't expect anything given.
Yeah.
And no excuses, man. You own everything. You know what
I think clear communication for a safe and effective job site to go on. It's about clear communication. If you're not getting where you want your career to be and you're wanting something different, it's about clear communication. It's just the essential piece that makes everything go. And without clear communication, then you got yourself to blame.
MeUndies is the best underwear. Sponsored by MeUndies.
We're no, on a serious note.
You guys are so serious. Just changed my life. If I could redo it again, the kids out there listening, just giving. You guys are all so serious. Like great advice. I love it all. I just have to.
So bottle that drink.
No, what I would say, you guys, is follow your passions and whatever you're doing, whether it be felling trees, climbing trees, whitewater rafting, it doesn't matter. Follow with passion and really wake up every day with a fire under your ass to become a leader in your industry. Doesn't matter where you're at, become a leader. Try to be better at everything that you're doing, no matter what.
And don't do
Is
drugs.
that
Add some concrete to that diet and harden the fuck up.
I say stay humble. I see a lot of people that either come into this industry or early on in it, or they've been in it for a while, and they're hesitant to change the way they climb, change the way they work, take care of themselves. And so the biggest thing I can say is take care of your body. Look for people who are taking care of themselves and they're athletes and healthy, and follow those people. They'll go a long ways.
Yeah, practical tip, one that I think could save lives, buddy checks. So we're working at professionals, right? We're not very good at buddy checks. So before you climb or before your buddy leaves the ground, check each other out.
That's done.
All right, I'm gonna share it on my face here. All right, I'm gonna read one that came over. I'm gonna read two. I'm gonna read one that came over from Slick Willie here. He said, "The mind is like a parachute. It only works when it's open." And he said he's an old dog learning new tricks. Yeah, no, he's really well. Awesome guy. But I got it on my phone. A little saying that says, "Nobody cares. Work hard." Nobody cares. Nobody cares that you're Nobody cares you're ignorant. Nobody cares that you couldn't pay this, or no one cares. Just fucking work harder. Simple. Work harder for that. So, well, everybody, we did a podcast today. This is a world record for the Two Tree Guys podcast. To have all you guys to be on the show. So thank you guys for being on the show. A lot of you guys have already been on the show, but to have everybody together talking tonight, this was good. And all you guys that are listening here, if you got something, if you made you laugh, if you smiled, if you took some wisdom in that you're going to use in your life, share it. That's all we ask. That's how much the podcast costs. Share it. Share it tonight. Put it on your page. Tell everybody to watch it. We have to fund this thing ourselves. It's not like we have money coming in to do this. So this is all we ask, is to help us grow this podcast and get it out there to amongst everybody in the world for that. So we thank everybody for listening tonight. Remember to continue to elevate the standard of the industry through safety, training, and innovation. See you guys.